Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight we have a Division E East matchup between ICC Queens and Hard Stuck Support Group. We've got 9 players in our lobby right now. We're hoping that we can find a 10th not too much longer. So until then, we get to hang out just a little bit. Hope you're having an excellent evening. First cast of the week for me. It's quite the build-up I've got going on as I try to prepare for my vacation next week. But as long as we get everything squared away, that means I don't have to think about work. I don't have to think about responsibilities. It'll just be a very nice time away. So I'm looking forward to that greatly. Hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer for our 10th player here. But until then, I can let you know about the map situation. That is something that I can do. So we take a look at that. ICC Queens banning away Volskaya Foundry and Infernal Shrines. Hardstuck Support Group won the coin toss and opted for map pick as they banned away Dragonshire and Towers of Doom. They've chosen to bring us to Battlefield of Eternity here for game number 1. Battlefield, good fighting map. You can get away with a lot more team fight potential. You don't need quite as much wave clear. You don't need quite as much camp clear. So we'll have to see what sort of setup these teams want to take. Battlefield, you can go for an objective way, or you can just team fight your way all the way to the core. See what they want to pull out here. So bring it on back to me for just a moment. What I'm really interested to see is the tank choices. Battlefield is a map that has long eluded me in terms of, you know, just what you want to be doing and when. I don't know. There's something about it. Like, there's elusively little to do, and it just makes me feel lost sometimes. So it's a map when I get to cast it, I like to study what teams are doing when they're doing it. As we open up with Stukov and Johanna bands here. Everything looking very ordinary. There's a Garrosh band away by ICC Queens. Can do a little bit of secret tech on this map in terms of throwing people into immortal stuns. As there goes Rhaegar off the ban list. Sarducci23, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show. Oku locking in a first pick Artanis. The best hero in the game goes over to ICC Queens. You love to see it. Love me some Artanis. Play him every single game if I could. My team doesn't think Artanis is a good main tank. I keep telling them, it's just a better Stitches. And they go, it's not a better Stitches. And I go, you just don't understand. But I can't play Artanis tank. It's not allowed. So I'm relegated to simply watching others own on the hero. Omar G, bringing the Rainer and Javidesi on the Sonya here for Hardstuck Support Group. And it's an instant lock here from ICC Queens. Drunk Unicorn on the Lunara, and Jen is bringing in the Brightwing. Based on the speed of these picks from ICC Queens, I feel like they've got a comp that they'd like to play here. I feel like they're just getting everything that they want right off the bat. They've got some decent PvE burn between Artanis and Lunara here. Brightwing, just a generally good hero. Hardstuck Support Group going to remove the Tychus here. Diablo is taken off the board by ICC Queens. Diablo pretty resilient to the Lunara damage profile in general, so I do like that ban. Hardstuck Support Group considering their next 2 picks here into this setup. Already got some decent point-and-click damage with Raynor that can do some work into Lunara. We're going to have the Dahaka here from Cactopus, paired alongside Lucio here from Smackloud. Lucio going to be able to get alongside the edges, get some harassment in, get some pushbacks, which will be very important as Destroy Mishi going for the Greymane here, and we've got Dadlon Ranger on the Muradin. They are going full PvE right now. It wouldn't surprise me to see, you know, Greymane end up with the Eager Wolf on 16. Murden going the Sledgehammer on 4. Lunara with the, what's it, Nature's Toxin, Unfair Advantage, whatever the one, the PvE one. Artanis with the Amateur Opponent. They're just going to go full objective mode. As Random Engineer going to round it out with an ETC on the side of Hardstuck Support Group. There's always the worry where if you overdraft for the objective, you end up just losing in a fight here. So we'll have to see if Hardstuck Support Group is going to bring the fight to ICC Queens, or if they're just going to fall to the superior burn here. Alrighty. Loading on in to our first game of the day. Taking a look at the comps. I feel like the comp from ICC Queens is probably easier to pull off. They've got a pretty solid game plan here. But they're going to have to keep an eye on those lanes. They can't just go to objective only. They got to get the wave clear. They got to get the camp clear. They can definitely do it, but we'll have to see if they're on top of that. Hardstuck Support Group. I like their team fight here. They got the Dahaka Sonya double bruiser set up with a solo Rainer in the back. They could definitely just bully their way onto these defenses and into these fights, so it'll be up to ICC Queens to move around the map effectively here in the setup. So we load on in here. Last couple bars. There we go. Let's do it. Game number 1 on the left in the blue, we have ICC Queens. Drunk Unicorn is on the Lunara, Dadlon Ranger on the Muradin, Jen playing Brightwing, Destroy Mishi on the Greymane, and we've got Hoku on the Artanis. On the right in the red, we have, as I start the prediction, very late, Hardstuck Support Group, Cactopus on the Dahaka, Smackloud on Lucio, Omar G on the Rainer, Random Engineer on the ETC, Javidesi on the Sonya. I was late on the button. I'm supposed to do it in the preload. But you'll be able to bet. Bet those bananas. Who do you think's going to win this one? Game number 1 on Battlefield of Eternity. We see Lucio trying to watch the bottom side here as the first minions will meet. Everyone being very still. Very quiet. Omar G fires the first shot. First blood on the minion goes over to Hardstuck Support Group. Very nicely done. Looks like it's going to be Dahaka in the bottom lane to start things off. Sonya going up top versus the Artanis here. Artanis, pretty good brawler. Pretty good 1v1. Sonya will give him a run for his money, but eventually those Artanis shields are difficult to keep up with. We'll see if we get a global up to the top lane from Cactopus to possibly help out that matchup. There is the global coming in from Jen as well, though, so we might end up with a 2v2 up there at some point if the fight goes out. There's Cactopus getting a quick drag. Nice slide and knockback there from Random Engineer. Dadlon Ranger tried to get the jump out, but Smackloud waiting on that push. Secures the first kill of the game for Hardstuck Support Group. Make sure you get those bets in. Only a couple seconds left here. Otherwise, Mundane Zebra might just lose it all. We'll have to see. Bahamut Gaming coming in with the big raiding party. This Hardstuck Support Group maybe picking up another here. Nice slide drag combo. That's going to be it for Greymane. First 2 kills of the game over to the red team here. Hope everyone had a great time at Bahamut's stream today. We're doing a little Division E East cast for you tonight. This is game number 1. ICC Queens versus Hardstuck Support Group. And we're coming up pretty close to our first objective, about a minute away here, as the double bruiser comp is bodying so far down here in the bottom lane. The coordination engage between Dahaka and ETC has been very good so far, but that time denied by Jen, the polymorph on the Dahaka, before the drag could connect. Welcome, welcome everyone. If you got hit with the ad or anything as you were coming on through. See, ICC Queens have jumped onto their Shaman camp. They're going to get that timed out for our first objective of the game. We'll see whether Hardstuck Support Group can get theirs done in time. They've got 15 seconds here. Rainer with that Exterminator should definitely help make short work of this camp. There's Jen heading on back to get a little bit of mana going. Artana sticking in the top lane, trying to get some extra experience here for ICC Queens as our Immortals are online. Right now, Hardstuck support group is setting up for a defense, and they're here early, which is very, very important against the PvE potential coming on out from ICC Queens. Dadlon Ranger checking on the bottom side, but Omar G is able to step up. Oh, gets stunned by the Immortal. Nice knockback by SmackLoud. Polymorph follow-up as Random Engineer getting the peel there. Dadlon Ranger able to jump back to safety. On the top side, though, Artanis is racing away here for ICC Queens. Lucio and ETC headed up that way to try to dissuade any more. But we've got kind of a split here. Top lane is starting to push in. Artanis still trying to race away here. It's Cactopus trying to create some space. Not enough. Good defense here from ICC Queens. Artanis continuing to burn away. As now the rotation from Hardstuck support group, they're thinking about moving over to that top side, but the halftime show is now activated. Nice polymorph, Cactopus getting the quick drag. This time Jen in trouble is going to get popped there. Javidesi trying to move forward as well. Destroy Mishi in some trouble is going to get found by that penetrating round. Drunk Unicorn spinning away from trouble. As the team fight has definitely been very strong on the side of Hardstuck support group. They've got the slide drag, good communication coming on out from the red team. As Red is trying to get the defense here. Artanis works their way in, is going to get stunned twice there. Javidesi a little bit low, but is trusting Lucio with those heals. On the right side, though, Omar G was just shredding this away. It's very close, but still a little less than 3,000 health is going to go into the shield of this first Immortal of the game. Oku was thinking about a swap there, but thought better of it. Looks like ICC Queens are just going to set up for this top lane defense. Steve Vares, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show. Once again, thank you so much, Bahamut, for the raid. Bringing the team on through for some excellent, coordinated Heroes of the Storm action, action, action. Solid push starting out here. Level 7s have arrived for ICC Queens, but they've got to be careful. Gotta watch out for the drag. There it is. Murden is going to get caught. Random Engineer not going to go for the slide. Cactopus a little bit low, but gets underneath the ground there to avoid more damage from the fort. Destroy Mishi trying to step up and clear this away. The fort goes down at the same time as the Immortal. Hardstuck support group draw first structure blood, as it is. Let's predict whether Murden finishes his stacks. I can barely get any predictions out at all, much less custom predictions. I've got the one prediction that I just have to remember to hit the button. I've made it that easy for myself, and I still forget about 60% of the time. That's where we're at with predictions on this channel. Right now, both teams positioning around this top camp. Artanis and Sonya back to their brawl in the bottom lane. Right now, Hardstuck support group a solid level ahead. We'll see if they can hold off on any fights or if they want to go for this camp. It looks like they're setting up to brawl here. Random Engineer stepping onto the point. Cactopus stepping up as well. Big stun comes out onto Brightwing, and that is going to be ICC Queens losing their healer again here. Hardstuck support group is going to bully their way onto this camp. They could continue the chase. Nice drag from Cactopus, and that's going to be it for Murden. Counterkill onto Lucio. But that is going to be it for Greymane as well. That's a 3-for-1 for Hardstuck support group. They find their level 10s. Looks like they might be going for a Bruiser camp steal. Yeah, there they go. Right before this next Immortal, just pressing their advantage here. Spazzo and Rough Day team, thank you very much for the follows. Hope you're having an excellent evening. Nice steal there coming on out from Hardstuck support group. We are going to be in, I believe, defensive positions? No, these are aggressive positions here. So a quick start here for Omar G on the right. Exterminator Rainer, very strong burn. So right now SmackLoud and Random Engineer are just trying to guard this a little bit. They know they've got enough burn on the right to quickly move these Immortals. Artanis and Sonya continuing to battle down there as the camp is starting to push in. Right now, ICC Queens do find their level 10s. Brightwing in the top lane could join with the global. It's Hoku moving in to try to get a little bit of race here, but on the top side, Omar G is still just shredding this away. Octopus stopping the Murden for now, but this is going to be Hardstuck support group picking up another Immortal. We'll see if they can pick up any kills as well. ICC Queens were looking to grab one there, but good positioning there from Hardstuck support group. They've already got a chunk out of this bottom fort. We'll see how much more they can get. ICC Queens, they've got to watch out for that engage combo. Random Engineer might just go sliding right in there. Doesn't have the Mosh available. Used it in that earlier engagement. But a slide drag has been deadly enough so far this game here for Hardstuck support group. There it is. Comes on out here. Follow-up slide from ETC. Jen is low. Hit by the Immortal, and that is going to be it for Brightwing. ICC Queens continue to try to defend, but this Immortal still at full health. This could be big trouble. Destroy Mishi. Gonna get slid onto there. Artanis actually going down on the top side in the 1v1 to Sonya. Greymane picked off as well. It's a 3-for-0. That's gonna be the 10th kill of the game for Hardstuck support group, and they may be pushing through to more than just this wall. Dadlon Ranger has the Avatar. Uh-oh, Jen in trouble once again, trying to save Murden. Is just going to go straight back to the Hall of Storms, and this keep is going to be going down. Oh, Random Engineer, oh no! ETC falls to the keep shots. Drunk Unicorn going to get counter-killed, though. Omar G picking up that last hit. And now, ICC Queens left with one building left. They got to find their 13s, and they've got to find an even talent tier fight. Because right now, Hardstuck support group are cruising. Top camp. Gonna be going over to Hardstuck support group here. Bottom camp still down for another 30 seconds. ICC Queens trying to stay together, trying to find their level 13s. It'll be important for them to find their 13s, and then if they want to pick a fight, do so before level 16 is achieved by Hardstuck support group. Looks like the top lane is going to be the focus with this Khazra camp. Sonya down in the bottom lane. This could be a 5v4 engage. Murden is going to get dragged in there. Nice stun follow-up. Going to jump on out. There's Drunk Unicorn in the back with the double leaping strike. Trying to engage here. Cactopus with the Lurker Strain is going to get the slow and the knockback onto ICC Queens. It looks like, oh no, Lunara was trying to go forward and continue the chase and is going to be taken down for the trouble. Hoku is now in there. Random Engineer going for the Mosh is going to catch Brightwing. Murden on the bottom side trying to come on through and help out, but Brightwing is going to go down. Artanis fleeing on the top side. Destroy Mishi and Dadlon Ranger forced to move away here. And now, going to be securing that 3-level advantage, that 16-tier advantage. As Javidesi was still pushing the bottom lane this whole time. He's got these catapults built up, he's got this Khazra camp built up, and now Hardstuck support group are going to be working on their Immortal. Very, very strong game number 1 coming on out here from Hardstuck support group as they move into the burn position here. Artanis trying to slow him down just a little bit. See ICC Queens on the left just peeling away as much of that shielding as they can. Smackloud, Random Engineer, gonna scare him away here as Omar G burning like only a Rainer can. It's gonna be over 18,000 health on this shield. It's gonna be pushing through the top lane along with the Shaman camp. ICC Queens, this is gonna be a tough defense, very, very tough. See what if they've got what it takes here. They've got all their ults. Suppression Pulse coming back in 10 seconds here. So Artanis cleaning up those bottom lane catapults and coming on up to the top lane to try to help out this defense.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
Here they go. Hardstuck support group looking for another engage. Cactopus up front wants to find that drag. Random Engineer ready for the follow-up. First bullet going to connect there, just softening up ETC a little bit. Cactopus went for the isolation, didn't get it, but does find the drag. Dadlon Ranger gonna survive this one. Drunk Unicorn gonna avoid the stun from the Immortal. Nice polymorph on the outside. Is gonna put Sonya low. Hoku stepping up there, trying to clear this away, getting the shield off that Immortal, but this keep is already going down here. The push will continue. Hoku working on the edge. There's a big mosh in the front. Random Engineer catches 3, and that's going to be Brightwing falling here. Destroy Mishi trying to turn it around onto Smack Loud, but that's going to be Lunara and Artanis going down here. Hard Stuck support group getting onto the core, which is going down very, very quickly. Destroy Mishi going to get caught and removed on the bottom side. That's Hard Stuck support group. With a decisive Game 1 victory. GG. Nicely done. What can I say? Looking really, really strong out there. Hard Stuck support group picking up the victory. Let's head on over to post-match. Let's see what we can see. Destroy Mishi on the Greymane for ICC Queens, leading the way on the hero damage there. 34,500. It's Omar G on the Rainer. Top damage on the side of Hard Stuck support group, a little over 33 there. But I think the story of the game was just a very coordinated, engaged strategy. Cactopus and Random Engineer following each other up there as the game went on, just found kill after kill in these important spots. Take a quick look at the talents here. Let's update the scoreboard. Let's get the prediction sorted out. And we'll get ready for game number 2. Very, very strong start. Alrighty. Looks like we don't have a new lobby just yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick break. When we come on back, it's going to be game number 2, ICC Queens versus Hard Stuck support group. Sit tight. Alrighty, welcome back. We have a lobby coming up, which means we're getting ready for game number 2 here. ICC Queens versus Hard Stuck support group. Pretty strong start there for game number 1, and we are getting ready to go to Cursed Hollow. Let's take a look at map select. Just for the folks who are coming on in who want to know the state of the series, Volskaya Foundry, Infernal Shrines, Dragonshire, and Towers of Doom were removed from the start. Battlefield of Eternity was chosen and won by Hard Stuck support group, and now ICC Queens have opted for map pick here, going to Cursed Hollow. Let them know that I'm all ready to go, and we'll be able to jump into the draft. Looks like both teams are ready. We won't even get to see my face again. Alright, I'll show it to you once. Alright, I'll show it to you once, but you don't want to see me. You want to see this guy. That's the guy you want to see. But the draft's up. Let's go in. But the draft's up. Let's go in. Alrighty. Cursed Hollow here. Hard Stuck support group will be first to act. See if there's any change in the strategy coming on out from either side as we move into a very different map. Cursed Hollow compared to Battlefield of Eternity. A lot of different priorities you got to worry about. So we're going to open things up with an Asmodan ban here from Hard Stuck support group. Not one that we'd see an awful lot on Cursed Hollow, but maybe they've got the inside scoop. It's always possible. That's the great thing about, you know, this sort of league format and getting teams together. You get the scouting information, you get the lowdown, and you know you get to make some targeted bans. You get to do the research, not like you get to not like Storm League, is what I'm trying to say. You don't just go off of general stats, you get to see what does this team play. And apparently the answer is Asmodan. Stukov and Rhaegar also removed, same as last game here. We'll have to see what's next. Dahaka taken away by ICC Queens. Understandable. As Cactopus played a very good Dahaka there in game number 1. That does leave Johanna open, so Random Engineer can jump on that first pick here for Hard Stuck support group. ICC Queens get the chance to respond here. See if they want to pick up that Brightwing again. Drunk Unicorn going for the Ragnaros. Love a good Ragnaros game. Ragnaros here for ICC Queens. Dadlon Ranger going back to the Murden. Back to the Big Dwarf Lad. Love me some Murden. See what Hard Stuck support group wants to pair alongside this Johanna. Johanna not the same responsiveness of an engage, I'll say, compared to ETC. Cactopus actually going for the Brightwing here. I'll have to see if this is a role swap or possibly they're going to switch that pick off after. As SmackLoud has chosen the Zool here for Hardstuck support group, was the Lucio in the last game. So it could be just flip-flopping a little bit based on hero comforts. ICC Queens, thinking about their ban here, going to remove the Li Ming. Li Ming Zool, an old school setup, but a solid setup to be sure. Hardstuck support group, they're looking at the Ragnaros, they're looking at the Muradin. Doesn't say an awful lot about what the comp is going to be. To see if they just want to ban something strong or if they've got possibly more inside information about this next ban. What's it going to be? Going to take away the Anduin, further reducing the available hero pool for ICC Queens in terms of the healers. Already 5. Is it 5? 4 taken out there. Malthael going to be the choice here for Hoku. Malthael got a little bit of a buff in the last patch. Has been doing well in the Storm League. See if that comes true here on Cursed Hollow. Destroy Mishi going for the Orphea this time. Very different setup here from ICC Queens. Orphea going to be able to do a little dipping and dancing. Solid mage into Johanna. Johanna's more telegraphed with the movements, telegraphed with the abilities, so Orphea going to be able to dance in and out a little bit easier. Hardstuck support group got to pick up some damage here in the last couple spots. We'll see what they're thinking. It's going to be a Nazebo Tracer. Omar G going for the Tracer here, and Javidesi on the Nazebo. Interesting comp here from Hardstuck support group. They've got their lane coverage between Brightwing, Nazebo, and Zool. We'll have to see what Tracer gets up to here on Cursed Hollow. And Jen on the last pick is going to grab the Uther. All right. I like the Uther pick here, honestly. The only real poke that Hardstuck support group has is Nazebo, possibly some Tracer. Rag has decent enough self-healing. The whole team, honestly, has decent enough self-healing, so I like the point-and-click stun as a choice for Jen. Nicely done. Let's get the prediction up. I didn't forget this time. Prediction's going. As we load into our second game here. Taking a look at the comps. Feel like the team fight might be going over to ICC Queens this time. I don't know. This is an interesting setup from Hardstuck support group. They're pretty heavy on the wave clear department. But it's gonna have a lot to do with positioning and choices here. That'll be important. But looks like we're booting up. Let's get in there. Here we go. Game number 2. On the left in the blue, we have ICC Queens. Jen is on the Uther. We've got Dadlon Ranger on the Muradin. Destroy Mishi on the Orphea. Drunk Unicorn on Ragnaros. And Hoku on the Malthael. On the right in the red, we have Hardstuck support group. SmackLoud on the Zool. Random Engineer on the Johanna. Omar G on Tracer. Cactopus on the Brightwing. Javdesi on the Nazebo. Raka coming in with the big raid. Hope everyone had a good time over at Raka's cast. You have joined us here for Division E East game number 2 between ICC Queens and Hardstuck support group. Currently Hardstuck support group up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. Dude of Themes, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show, or if you just arrived, hope you're going to enjoy the show. Make sure you get those bets in. Bets open a little bit longer here. ICC Queens or Hardstuck support group. Right now, Tracer watching the top here. Ragnaros got to be a little bit careful here with this Tracer. Omar G could be able to put a lot of safe damage out onto Drunk Unicorn. Checking in on the bottom lane here. Looks like we've got Malthael and Zool. They're going to be dueling back and forth. We're at the 1 minute mark, which means the camps are up and available. The objective on the bottom side of the map here. Looks like Zool is thinking about starting these giants. Not terrible at it, but not really great until later talents kick in if you end up even going those talents. If you go blue build, Zool can rip those camps pretty easily, but that doesn't really come online until like level 13. So we'll see if Zool needs any help there. Right now, ICC Queen's not going to their camps at all. Looks like Murden just trying to control those rotations as much as possible. But Destroy Mishi going to break off and get that that siege camp going here for ICC Queens. Checking in on the Zool, Smack Loud. Doing a good job of avoiding the damage here. Came up to this camp with about this much health, so nice stutter step in there from the Zool. Looks like Jen gonna help out Destroy Mishi here on the left, get that camp rolling as soon as possible. About a minute away from our first curse point of the game. Because now the Bruiser camp is going to be the focus for Hard Stuck support group. ICC Queens just, you know, hanging out, just soaking the mid, making sure they're not missing any of that minion XP. Drunk Unicorn, staying healthy. Making sure that mana's topped off with that well tap. Looks like Jen and Destroy Mishi are going to end up going for that Bruiser camp here for ICC Queens. They're going to be a little bit behind Hard Stuck support group here, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. If they can get the Hard Stuck support group camp onto their wall and safely clear it, they'll have their camp pushing second, which gives them that clean pressure advantage. Gonna have to do it a little bit quickly though, right? Neuros on the way to try to help clear this out as this Bruiser camp is already on the wall. Our tribute is spawning in the bottom lane. Malthael and Zool, the only ones there right now, as we have a quick engage onto Johanna. Random Engineer's shield is peeled away very quickly. This mid-wall sustaining some serious damage here in the early going. Malthael looking for a channel, but Hard Stuck support group rolling in hard. Uh-oh, Random Engineer might be caught here. The zombie wall stalling out for just a moment. Hoku going into the back line. Johanna is low, and Johanna is taken down. Cactopus is trying to move away there as that Johanna shield goes a-flying. ICC Queens picking up first blood here, and it looks like they're going to be picking up the first curse point as well. Tracer just trying to deal with this mid-pressure, knowing that, you know, one Tracer wasn't going to help that situation after Johanna went down. So Omar G just going ahead and picking up that soak. Tracer not exactly known for the wave clear or the camp clear, but Johanna should be able to help that out. Zool already headed up to the top side here, but Ragnaros on the way should mean that not too many of these minions should go to waste. Got sort of a mid-lane tribute to be the next one. Cactopus getting Random Engineer back to full health. Dadlon Ranger spotting this rotation, but there's already 3 there. Nice rotation, though, from Jen and Destroy Mishi. Going to make this a quick 3v3. The Bruiser's coming on down as well. Zebo and Malthael a little bit far away here. We'll see if they want to come to the fight or if it's just going to be a 4v4. Zool's grabbing that top side. There's the stun train coming on out onto Johanna, but the Iron Skin is going to deny any further damage. Zool joining the fight after clearing that top lane. Malthael into Zebo staying on the bottom side as Omar G taking a big hit there. Dadlon Ranger going way into the back is going to get hit with the pulse bomb. There's the follow-up from Hard Stuck support group, but they can't lock out that kill. Dadlon Ranger trying to get into the back to get that healing going. Drunk Unicorn is actually going to be low and taken down. Omar G stepping up there, but is getting hit with those Orphea auto attacks, which are definitely no joke. Uther is run down there by Tracer. So that's another kill going over to Hard Stuck support group. Nice job by Destroy Mishi. That is a little trick for you Orphea players, because that dash will go over that zombie wall, so don't be afraid to aim the Q if you're about to get trapped. Looks like Hard Stuck support group is a little bit closer on the path to level 10 here. They've got the extra kill. Pretty even on minions, even on mercenaries. It's pretty much that hero kill that's going to get them there just a smidgen before ICC Queens. But it doesn't look like they're going to get much of a fight out of it. Tracer going with the Quantum Spike there on level 10. We've got Gargantuan, Poison Nova, Blink Heal, and Blessed Shield for Hard Stuck support group. Next tribute spawning on the top side. It is 1-1, so both teams could theoretically give this up. This is one that we tend to see some teams skip in favor of ripping a quick boss. Looks like neither team is in position to do that. Checking out the level 10s here for ICC Queens. We've got the Divine Shield, Lava Wave, Avatar, Crushing Jaws, and Last Rites. To see that. Love to see that Lava Wave. There it is. Lava Wave going to go down the mid, try to deny the value for Nazebo here. Rag turn it into a building on the top side here to try to help out this fight. Jen kiting backwards. It's going to avoid the Tracer kill. Ragnaros just continuing to siege from afar. Last couple seconds on the Molten Core there. Random Engineer has the next interrupt. Hoku on the outside. Nice body block. Is going to move up here and put some damage onto Johanna. Iron Skin is going to allow Johanna to go back in. There's the Blessed Shield coming on out as well as the Crushing Jaws. Big D-Shield coming out onto Malthiel, but Uther is the first to go down. Random Engineer popped as well. You don't want to get that Uther down first or else that armor is going to start flying. Omar G on the outside is trying to blink back to safety. Smackloud, Javidesi is low. Dadlon Ranger on the chase, gets the jump in. Skullcracker stun, but not going to be able to lock up a kill. Still, ICC Queens is going to go up 2-1 on these curse points. So the team fights thus far seem to be favoring ICC Queens after level 10. Doing a good job of that. We'll have to see what the later talent tiers do to those fights. Either team interested in doing a 5v5 boss at the moment. Just getting their bruiser camps out here in the mid lane. Once again, Hardstuck support group a little bit closer to their level 13s, but not terribly ahead by any means. Couple more waves cleared should do it here for ICC Queens, as the bottom lane will be the next spot for our tribute. Level 13's not quite here yet for ICC Queens. They could possibly avoid doing this one. Poku gonna get caught there by Random Engineer, but the follow-up damage not very high, and Malthiel just gonna do a quick 1v2 there and actually deal quite a bit of damage to Johanna. Hoku's still on the chase. Now Brightwing coming on down to try to even the odds. There is the Touch of Death. Going to reduce some of that healing, but it's just too much. Malthiel controlled and taken down. Now Drunk Unicorn being body blocked by Omar G. Rag trying to get out of there. Will go down. Orphea turning it around. Big Crushing Jaws onto 2. Destroy Mishi very low, trying to move away. But Orphea is going to go down here. Cactopus trying to avoid those big Ragnaros abilities, as now Jen in trouble is going to be gathered up and taken down. Dadlon Ranger has the jump, but that's a triple kill here. Oh goodness, they got to watch out. Rag finally moving out of that building form is going to allow the channel and be 2-2 on these curse points. So now the root on the bottom side, that's going to be it for Ragnaros. Zul committing the ult there. Dadlon Ranger in trouble is being chased down and taken down. And now it looks like the boss is going to be the call for Hardstuck support group. Zul just proxying that wave on the bottom side. Boss is low. Javidesi pretty good on that Nazebo at taking out these bosses. Malthiel on the top side, but it's still 20 seconds till the tribute spawns, so Hardstuck support group definitely has a chance to move on up there and contest. Bottom fort goes down, and the boss in the bottom lane still basically full health here. It's now Omar G. Poku getting the quick hit there onto Tracer. Smackloud, oh, this could be trouble. Malthiel is going to get hit with the Bone Prison on the top side, has to use the Self-Unstoppable. Quantum Spike connects, and that's Malthiel going down. Another pre-fight kill for Hardstuck support group. Javidesi is going to get gathered up by the Crushing Jaws, but there's the Blessed Shield coming on out. Jen is low. That's to hit the self-D-Shield to survive. Uther trying to move away here, but Tracer on the chase. That's going to be it for Uther. Dadlon Ranger caught by the Bone Prison will be the next to go down. That's another triple for the side of Hardstuck support group. Bottom lane boss will be mostly taken out here since the Lava Wave has removed the minion support. But Curse is not going to be claimed just yet. Looks like top right boss They want to get that first to get as much out of this curse time as possible. Can't wait too long as Malthael is coming on up. Random Engineer does pick it up just in time there. Boss is low, going to be taken down here by Hardstuck support group. So that'll be pushing the top lane. Malthael got to watch out for this positioning. We see Random Engineer taking the vision there. Oku, not mounted, is going to be gathered up there. Oh, trying to turn it around as ICC Queens. They don't have their 16s. This is a tough situation. Jen is going to get popped there. The big flashlight from Johanna going to secure the kill onto Malthael. Drunk Unicorn trying to ward away Hardstuck support group here, but with no minion coverage and no towers firing, this is going to be a big push coming on through. Ragnaros is low. There's the Crushing Jaws going to capture 2. Right now, Hardstuck support group with a 3-level lead trying to push on through to this structure. Dadlon Ranger is caught. 2 are gathered up there, and Murden's going to go down. Orphea is next. Boss is still very high health. This is looking like it's going to be game number 2. As I lose some frames here. There we go. We're back. Core is going to be falling here. Hardstuck support group with the very healthy boss on the core are going to be pushing on through for the victory. Nice clean series. Well done, Hardstuck support group. GG. Nicely done. Great work out there. They found the kills before the fight started. That's exactly what you want to see. They're on Cursed Hollow. It looked like the 5v5 was doing pretty well there for ICC Queens right there in the mid game, but Hardstuck support group just kept getting those picks right before big team fights. ICC Queens just didn't have that chance 4v5. Let's bring it on over to the post-match screen. See what we can see. Drunk Unicorn on the Ragnaros, leading the way all the way there for ICC Queens. Top siege, top hero, top experience gained, as is often the case with that Lava Wave Ragnaros. We're on the side of Hardstuck support group. Tracer, a little over 43,000 damage there, doing a good job of just pestering the side of ICC Queens and getting those final blows with the Pulse Bomb. Take a quick look at the talents as we close out the prediction. See if we can get ourselves an interview with our winners. Let's head on over to the Discord. There we go. Alrighty. See if we can get a member from Hardstuck support group on in here. Talk to us. Oh, cat has disappeared. No cat. Just keeping an eye out here. Throw it a quick ping. That hard. All right, looks like we're gonna have one coming on by.
Crushinator, hello.
Hello, hello, Cactopus. Thank you very much for joining me. Congratulations on the 2-0.
Feels good. Another victory for the good team, of course, as you can imagine.
One for the good guys, to be sure. Yeah, pretty clean 2-0 there. I think I was hearing from Random Engineer. This is your first season with the league. Is that so?
That is correct. First and best so far, I might add.
How's yeah? I mean, how are things going? How are you feeling about the season these first 3 weeks?
Pretty good. Team's coming together, right? We got some good co-op, some good atmosphere, some good smiles, and I know you know me, right? Smiles are the most important part of a victory, and I think we're hitting the 10 on that note, which is critical. Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, it showed through today. I mean, Battlefield of Eternity, starting off with that one, seemed like the synergy between your Dahaka and Random Engineer on the ETC was really on point there.
He knows what he's doing, right? Yeah.
Tell me about the comms there.
a lot of garbage in comms. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, mostly me. I say a lot of garbage, which again sometimes assists with the smiles, but not so much with the strategery. But yeah, definitely. We've played together for a hot minute. We go way back, 6 months, you might even say. But that time, it's been like a pressure cooker. Right? We've been molded. We know each other's cues, and we know when to press the same keyboard buttons at the same time, and then the mice in the right spot. So it's working out so far.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it seemed like a very well practiced synergy there. So very strong performance there in
I
game
appreciate
number
that.
one.
Thank you.
Game number two, it seemed like the team fights when it was a 5v5 were a little bit more even there.
Hey, you take
But
that back. Yeah, that's fair. You're right.
I think finding the picks before the fights a lot of those times was pretty important. Was that a major part of the strategy there to find those people in the off lanes to make sure that you had a 5v4 whenever possible?
I'd say there was definitely more a little bit of improvisement, seeing that they're available in a lane by themselves. And we weren't necessarily planning around it. Oh, one's going to be in lane alpha. Let's be there on a 10-4 pronto. It wasn't necessarily like that. It was more we had a goal. Random engineer calling the shots. He's our shot caller, and then seeing Malthael or someone is chilling and they want a high five from the other team, then we'll cruise on up. But I can't say it was necessarily a strategic decision. Definitely more tactical. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good though. Necessary. It worked out.
The only other thing that I noticed from that game is it seemed like you and SmackLoud did a little bit of a role swap there in game
A little bit
number
of
two.
Swapperoo, you might say. I think
A
it's
little bit of a
technical
swapperoo.
term. Yeah.
Is that just just a little bit of hero comfort there? You're able to switch off those roles.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm definitely. This might be a bit of a shock. All right. I hope you're sitting down right now. But I am an Artanis main because I'm in Bronze League and therefore I have a favorite character. When this wasn't quite the map for it, Battlefield of Eternity was a better Artanis pick. So then we kind of did a rotate around. No doxing here, of course. SmackLoud Zool is pretty incredible for a macro and is like, yeah, exactly. We know how to play kind of off roll. And it seemed like a better move. I wish I could have stuked instead, Stooky, but that got banned, which isn't really a shock. But Brightwing is okay. Can't complain.
Looking very strong in both those games there. Two decisive victories. Very nicely done.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
The floor is yours. Any final shout outs you'd like to make before we close out here?
Absolutely. I like my team. My team's fantastic. I like our shot caller and our tank. Gets work done. Really appreciate that. Carries us. We had our buddy in the offlane, our Sonya, kicking butt up there. That there was one part in game number one where he took out the enemy Artanis on his own, and that 1v1 which we didn't expect, and that was a big plus. Keep us going. Our carry, hyper carry DPS. We got a good package. I think the feels good to be on the shoulders of giants.
Fantastic stuff. All right, Cactopus, congratulations on the 2-0, and good luck going forward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crush. I'll see you next time.
Have a good evening.
You too.